Hey, everybody, I apologize. No, we haven't been canceled. Welcome, everybody. I had to run all the way to Lorena. That's about 22 kilometers from here. So we're running a little bit late. So thank y'all for being patient. Welcome to the NTZ crew. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. Elette and Jacob, I don't know if Michael Beecher Life is going to be on here today. Welcome to my new viewers and subscribers. If this is your first live stream, there's my old heads, 53 Shades Darker, Mike Dawsonville, I Love LaChine, and anybody catching this on replay. You know, we was going to talk about something else. We always have a topic, but I decided, man, last night, man, we got some strong wind and rain. I said, let me talk about this weather, man, because people always asking me, what's a good time to come here? What's the worst time to come here? There's really no worst time to come to the Philippines, but there are some different times. Some are more advantageous than others. But we're in the rainy season right now. June officially started the rainy season, and it runs to November. It's also typhoon season. So be careful where you're traveling, guys, over here. He said the topic has changed in the middle of the night. It really did. I got up out of my sleep and changed the topic because I said, well, we can talk about swinging, but I wanted to talk about something that's relevant because a lot of guys are coming over here now. They're already here and they probably don't pay attention to the weather or what season it is because you have the rainy season and the dry season. The dry season is December to May. December is when it's cool from December to February. Then March to May is when it's hot. And I said, let me talk about that because I turned the air off last night just to hear the rain. I love the rain and the wind now. It puts me to sleep. But July to September is usually the wettest months over here. So if you're over here doing those months, just, be prepared for a lot of rain because, excuse me, it just depends on where you are during the rainy season. It doesn't rain every single day, 24/7. As you get in the mountainous regions and up in Luzon, it rains a little bit more than where I am in San Carlos City or even Siquijor. Usually it rains in the afternoon and then it'll stop and the sun will come out just like it did last night. But yeah, that typhoon season, man, if you're around Lady, Villaron, Samar, Bicol, anywhere in that central Luzon and eastern Visayas region, man, be careful, guys, because that weather will creep up on you in a minute. Dre's going global says, I'll toast to that. Ragdown Rock says, good topic, Cal. I wouldn't want to visit during the rainy season. Well, it's really not that bad for real. It doesn't rain 24/7, everybody. That's what I want you to know. And it rained so little in San Carlos last year that I asked Merlin, I said, well, I thought it's supposed to be the rainy season here. It'll rain a little bit and that's it. I saw on the news where, I believe it was Nashville, where a YouTuber was shot and killed doing a prank, man. We have to be real careful. If you're a YouTuber out there, listen to this. And it doesn't matter if you're a troll YouTuber, either one. All views aren't good views. These guys are doing a robbery prank. And this guy was known to do pranks in the black neighborhoods as a white guy. And you just have to be careful. And I don't know, it turned bad. They were supposed to try to rob somebody, give the impression of robbing them with some butcher knives. Well, hell, the guy pulled out a legal firearm and killed him. I don't know if he's going to face any charges or not, but you don't know who you're dealing with on YouTube. It goes for the trolls too and the haters. You know, people go around and they trolling people like it's okay. You're going to end up trolling the wrong person. And I'd hate for you to end up on the damn news, but yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up. This guy was killed, you know, a YouTuber, man, getting views and, you know, all content isn't good content, man. Be careful what you're doing when you get on here because you really don't know who you're dealing with. You know, people troll me all the time like they know who I am, like they know me, like it's okay and I'm never going to do anything. They're never going to see me. And that may be correct, but what if I do walk up on you? What are you going to say then? What are you going to have to say? Or if you troll somebody else and they walk up on you. Hey, Laura says, like those dumb videos to scare people, people can have a heart attack. Yeah, but they're doing anything to get views. And I'm going to tell you, just like Eddie Sanders said, that's a bad idea. You know, a lot of these guys trolling me. I put it out there in the universe for me to walk up on them. I just want to settle it like a real man. You know, I say, hey, if you got a problem with me, let's talk about it right now as real men. Quit being a coward sitting behind a computer screen throwing rocks at me. Hey, Sam. Hey, Jude K. But yeah, it just depends on where you are in the rainy season, how much rain you get. Some places get a lot of rain. Some get very little. Just depends on where you are. But I did read something interesting. This is real interesting to me. Okay. Of the 10 world cities most exposed to natural disasters, 8 of them are here in the Philippines. And they're talking about earthquakes, storms, and other natural disasters. Imagine that. So yeah, the weather is a good channel. I mean, a good discussion to talk about on this channel today. Jack Wolfinger says, give Booby a hug and kiss from Jai, my friend. She misses her. Yeah, okay, yeah. Now, Booby, normally, it takes her a day or two to warm up to people, but not with Jai. I mean, she was acting like she knew Jai her whole life. And I was really surprised. Hey, King Arthur said some of these pranks on YouTube can get people hurt or killed. Yeah, it just did. Guy got killed down, I believe it was Nashville, Tennessee, pranking a robbery. A young guy, too. He was only 20. I think the guy that shot him was young, was 23 or something like that. It's not worth it. I mean, all views aren't good views, man. He says I should fit in with natural disasters. I've been fortunate. I got caught in that one. In 14 years, I had one typhoon. That was Odette in December 2021. It scared the bejeebus out of me, man. I thought it was over. I was on the 46th floor. That's why I made a video. I said, well, this will be my last video. Maybe it'll go viral when they find me in the rubble in the morning. But nature had other plans. Tim West says, amen, Calvin. Those people talking trash behind a computer screen, I call keyboard warriors. All the fight they will ever have is with their fingers on the keyboard. Yeah. I'm so thankful, man, that I don't have to resort to that for content, putting other people down. I have over 1,200 plus videos, and not one of them is about another YouTuber. I refuse to do it. But yeah, we were going to talk about swinging today because, and it was an anonymous couple, and this is something I'll take to my grave. I never disclose who it was, and it's not so much who it was, but just that it's happening over here. It shocked me, man. We were just sitting around talking like normal expats talk, And the guy just came out of the Clear Blue Sky and said, you know, my girl, she likes girls too. And here, my head fell off my shoulders and rolled across the damn floor. I'm like, what? You know, I mean, he just nonchalantly threw that out there. And you know me, I'm inquisitive. I mean, because the man who said it, he looks like Bill Cosby or somebody. You would never in a million years, I could put it down here, you would never in a million years guess who it was. But he said that. He was like, yeah, my girl likes girls too. And I was like, okay, so y'all engage in threesomes? And he said, yeah, foursomes. And he started pulling out pictures and stuff, man. Had one picture, it was three women showing their butt on a couch. I was like, well, hell, who? And he said him. And he was with three women at one time. And I was like, wow, man, you live a heck of a life. I'm like, why is it that I had to be born a square? See, I'm not into all that stuff like that. But yeah, then he said, you know, then of course I asked him, I said, well, hell, do y'all swing? And he said, yeah. And I was like, you don't have a problem with your woman being with somebody else? And he said, no, because I'm going to be with somebody else. Hey, King Arthur, thanks for that super chat. He said, so with hot weather, I should wear 2 raincoats? No. But yeah, it just kind of shocked me. But yeah, they're swinging over here, man. And that's why I put that, what am I trying to say? I done lost what I'm trying to say. That survey on my community page. And most people said they would never do it. I'm in that category. But some people said absolutely. Some people said maybe. And then there was another category. Depends on what the other couple looks like or who the other couple is. Because I'm not going to have a damn piece and then swing if you got Big Shirley. I don't think that's a good trade-off. Sam Survivor said, don't knock it till you try it. I would never try it. Yeah, that's me, you know. But it was just funny to me because this is a guy I truly respect 100%. But when he threw that out there, man, like I said, my head fell on the ground and rolled across the floor because I was like, dude, I would have never, ever guessed it. You and your girlfriend or wife engages in that stuff, man. You can't just look at people and tell who they are. But that's what he said. He said, yeah, she's bisexual. And I said, oh, okay. And I went on about my business though. And then, you know, I asked Marilyn. Of course, I knew Marilyn wasn't going for that. But, you know, it is what it is, man. I just want to let people know that who are into that kind of thing that it's over here if they like it. Jack said, nope. He said, absolutely no. Laura says it's hip to be square. I think they may be emotionally detached. HPV and all cancers, etc. No joke. Yeah, you know, I don't know. It's just that I don't know, man. You know, Marilyn said she wouldn't like watching me banging another woman or another woman, you know, changing my oil. And then I said, well, how do you think I'm going to feel? You think I'm like a man beating the brakes off you? I'm just sitting there watching. Maybe you're going to get pleasure out of it. You know, or else you sitting there changing some. But yeah, it's crazy. But some people like to do them. Pudding pops, huh? So that is not his woman, then it's his turn. Well, that's the way they're looking at it, man. I'm not going to knock anybody for their choices. You know, life is life, but I've never done it. But yeah, I saw something else that I wanted to bring out here. The cheapest month, according to kayak.com, the cheapest month to fly to the Philippines is September. And it says book at least 3 weeks prior to your departure. I love the child said she might not come back. Well, I tell you what, you're right. No, he's going to fall in love. That's what Marilyn said. She said, once I change his oil, he's going to fall in love. And I said, yeah, that's a fact. So I'm not even going to take that chance. Because I'm funny like that. You know, once a woman that I'm dealing with, once she touches another man, that's it for me. Laura says, one woman on two men. To me, the men seem gay, maybe. Yeah, usually when, that's our chauvinistic thinking. We always think, oh, threesome, two women and one man. But you're right. I don't think I'd want to do that two men and one woman thing either. He said, yeah, changing the oil. Yeah, that's what they call it over here. They make that up over here. I just incorporated that into the Filipino tune-up with a free oil change and lube job. They're the ones who said change in oil. I heard that in 2009. Jabraz says, I don't think it works out for most couples, not long term. Yeah, I don't think it's a long term thing. I think it's just one night type of thing. But he was talking about there's some clubs that they go to and, they party. And, so I guess it's his young, attractive wife that goes out and does the recruiting. And he sits home, getting ready. SD Home says, my retirement is 800. Can I live a good life in the Philippines? You're going to be struggling. 5,800. Oh, come on, man. Of course you can. You can live anywhere. I believe you can live anywhere in the world from 5,800 per month. 5,800 US. But SD Home, according to the Philippine Statistic Authority, if you're earning 3,800 US dollars per month, you're considered rich in the Philippines. So you would be rich over here. You'd be double rich almost. Travis Gibson says, not letting some dude smash my lady. Yeah, you just have to have a open mind, I guess, to do something like that. Al Rogan says, what is going on in here? Rainy season, swingers? Yeah, we're just talking like we do. We always have a topic, but it's whatever you want to talk about. It's your live stream. But I know a lot of guys that I was talking to, they're going to see women in Bill lady, Tacloban lady, and Samar. A friend of mine is married to a woman from Samar, and it seems like every time they fix up the mother's house from one typhoon, here comes another one and it tears it up again. Some people, they have to stay. They can't afford to move. But if I could afford to move, I would. Hey, thanks for that super chat. W Secrets to Success blog. He said, don't do it, Cal. You see another guy doing double overtime on your lady. It's just got real. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I was really shocked, because I'm square, man. I really am square. Hey, SD Home, thanks for that super chat. He said, thanks for the response. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm square. I could never even think about doing something like that. I'm jealous when it comes to stuff like that. Even though I know somebody seen my woman before me, I mean, now that we're together, no, I couldn't deal with it. But they was talking nonchalantly about it. And I was like, wow. Leighton Multiply says, I think it's not too far from running a train. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Well, you're not going to be screwing the woman at the same time. You're going to be screwing his woman. He's going to be screwing yours. I guess that's going to, they probably have some pretty interesting conversations when they get back home. You know, I don't know, man, because that would be a lot of old chatting. And so what if she likes the other man? What if your woman's better looking than she is, and she's better looking than your woman? Are you gonna leave your woman for her? Lord Archer Jr. says, I'm hoping to come to the Philippines in the summer of next year. Herman Edwards says, I lost my best friend because his girlfriend suggested a threesome. So what do you mean? He got mad at you? I don't understand. If she suggested it. D Style says, hey, Cal, I don't want to get too explicit, but are Philippines into backdoor action? I don't know. I'm not going to, that sounds too tricky of an answer for me. Doubtful Genius said, can you share which parts of the Philippines have good drinking supply and least hassle to get it? I was told in Manila, they don't drink the water from the faucets. Yeah. Well, we don't drink the water from the faucets, but they've got good water here. We buy it 25 pesos for a 12-liter container. We get about 5 of them every other day. And of course, you can buy bottled water. I was told, now don't take this to the bank because I don't really like to, talk about things that I haven't experienced. Davao, they said you can drink out of the tap at Davao. But I would say don't do it. For about a month during the pandemic, my mother-in-law was making my coffee out of the tap water. She was boiling it. I never got sick. Laura said it seems yucky. Yeah. Herman, so he stayed with the woman. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, why would you lose a friendship if she's the one that suggested it? Oh, was he jealous? Did he think, oh, she wanted you or something? But to be honest, when I think about it now, that wasn't the first time I ever heard of a threesome going on over here. Somebody had told me this year, a couple of months ago, but I believe this woman was sort of like she was kind of out there. She could have even been like a bar girl. Jabraz said that's part of the reason it doesn't work for most people. Someone gets jealous or someone gets in too deep. Yeah, I would think. Market Focus said, I like to share my food. Reg Jam Rock says, you're not square, you're normal. Yeah, but I mean, imagine if you had your mind was that open to where, you could still love your wife or your partner and y'all could go out there and, and have those type of parties. Top 10 News says, Calvin, give you a tip. Hang out wrong way sign if you swing. I don't know what he's saying. Fisher Johnson says, I saw this morning this show was to be about Filipino swingers, right, Calvin? I guess Calvin changed the title. I did because last night we got some pretty rough rain and wind. And I said, yeah, I think I better talk about that because that's more relevant than swinging, because I looked at my survey. Hell, 75% of y'all said you were never going to do it. So why even talk about it? So we're talking about it just a little bit right now. But another thing I wanted to bring up, when I was going to rent that place down the street, the lady had raised her price 20%. And she said because it's the high season. And I didn't even know they had a high season in the Philippines. But they do. The lean season here, so this is for anybody who may think about coming over here for your first time. June to October is considered the lean season. This is where prices should come down on airline tickets, resorts, Airbnbs, hotels. I didn't know they had it. Especially on Siquijor Island, it's just not enough tourists. I mean, this place is really like, as beautiful as this place is, nobody comes here. It's really like deserted, man. They've got these nice resorts and restaurants, but you go in there, man, you may be in there with 2 or 3 couples or 2 or 3 other people, and that's it. You know, the Baja Bar is just maybe 100 yards from here or less. And they're pretty popular because they have a live band. What time is that live band? 6:30 to 9 every night. So you'll get a little crowd, but when you compare it to how big that place is, there's nobody there, man. And I don't get it. One day this place, I guess they say, you know, if you build it, they'll come. Because they're steadily building. Right up the street, they're building a brand new resort. And I'm like, do they know something I don't know? Because I've been coming here for 7 years. And it's still the same. I mean, nobody's at these places. Fisher Johnson said, yeah, I was just surprised why would anyone need to swing in Southeast Asia when our women are so not like Western women. Yeah, but Filipinos, they're open-minded, but I'm just not into it. I wouldn't do it. I love the chance said you think the high season would be in December since so many people visit during the holidays. Well, it actually is. The lean season is June to October. That's a popular time. I love the John December because December to February is when it's the coolest weather. Hey, who's this? W Secrets to Success blog. Thanks for that super chat. Said, well, if she wants a 3 or foursome, let's be clear. Only one pair of nuts in the room. Me. Yeah, well, he had a foursome. It was 3 women, man. All of them had big, fat, juicy booties, too. Because he showed me the picture. And he said he took the picture of just him and 3 women. I'm like, well, damn. He must be some type of Superman. Because that's a lot of women to try to satisfy. Yeah, he said, gotta play the Sunshine Show's theme song while swinging. I love the chance. I said, okay, Cal, thanks for clearing that up. Yeah, the high season is December. Al Rogan said May is hot as hell there and it starts rainy season. Yeah, June to October. Now, some of the places that you may want to be leery of, I wrote it down. You know, of course, Leyte, Biliran, Samar, Bicol, the Cagayan Valley region up in Luzon, anywhere in the Eastern Visayas, the eastern coast of Luzon, central Luzon. So just don't get on a plane and meet your girl in Manila and then go to Bicol and all that without checking the weather. This is real important because, you know, the Philippines is prone to natural disasters, but not as much as what a lot of people are led to believe. You know, Laura says, sounds like a group of lesbians with a male referee. Well, I think they consider themselves bi. And he says, who the hell wants to go second? Boots on the ground would have a whole new meaning, Cal, swinging. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Reginald Dollar said, "What's up, Cal? Was there a month ago? Tried to come to your meet and greet, but I had just something." That's okay, brother. We're gonna have the next one in Iloilo. They asked me to have it in Iloilo. I said okay. But I think we're coming back to Cebu in July. I like to do it again at that Morning Glory because it's easy to find. It wasn't so much traffic on a Sunday. Okay, he had just arrived in the country. We'll catch you the next time. Hey, May Filipino Vlog, how you doing? Okay, Mark Mack says, Brother Cal, any statistics maybe in the last 10 or 20 years on which islands get it the worst during typhoon season? More flooding, property damage, given the typhoons travel east to west. Yeah, I just said it. Lady, really just the eastern Visayas, which includes Lady, Biliran, Samar. All right, and then Central Luzon, that's like Bicol, Cagayan Valley. These are the places that really get hit with the typhoons. And typhoon season has started. So if you come over here, just know that it's typhoon season and check the weather wherever you're going. It says, he said, what month? June to November, it's typhoon season and rainy season. Will Vaughn says, hey, Elliot, Elad, it's going to be interesting tomorrow. Denver might be too big for Miami. Lloyd Archer Jr. says, what did he say? I had a friend go to the Philippines, and when the typhoon hit, destroyed his house. Yeah, you have to know where you're going. The reason I'm in the Central Visayas region, the reason I picked Cebu, number one, I didn't want anything to do with Manila and the reputation Manila had. But number two was the weather. They don't get typhoons here. Like I said, I've been here 14 years. I got hit with one. And I think I'll take those odds. Because everybody's worrying about me being by the water. I'm like, why? I mean, if a typhoon's going to hit, it doesn't matter where you are. And remember here, they've got evacuation centers. They've got a lot of warning signs about tsunami warning signs. Carl Butts at Calvin, Dingalan. You know, it sounds like a damn, like Dingaling, like Dingaling Beach. I guess that's where they have the threesomes and stuff. He says the best location to view the typhoons and threesomes, I guess. E-Time says, yeah, I'm a square too, Cal. Yeah, he said, if anybody comes here and wants to go to Dingaling Beach, hey, thanks for the super chat. Was Reginald Dollar. He said, coffee or Red Horse for you. Well, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, if you want to go to Dingaling Beach. He said, market focus. Yeah, he said, hi, Sir Calvin. Manila has all of that concrete making it hotter. Yeah, it's crazy though, but they said of the 10 worst cities most exposed to a natural disaster, 8 are in the Philippines. And I was like, I didn't know that. But that's why I'm here. Okay, he said, what's an oil change? That's just a blow job. You know, where they change your oil. That's what they call it here. Don't get mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger. This is what they call it here. Yusuf says, I mean Dingaling. Yeah, Dingaling Beach. Oh, he says it's pronounced Dingalung. But I'm just guessing. Well, it sounds too much like Dingaling to me. Hopefully you'll get a meet and greet in Davao. Yeah, TJ's supposed to be getting back with me on that one. See, we're trying to make it a win-win situation. We're trying to help a local establishment because, you know, you guys, y'all show up, man, and show out at these meet and greets, buying food, tips. People love to see us coming, man. And that's what I'm trying to do because the place I was having it in San Carlos City, I was paying everything and they just didn't seem appreciative. You know, you have 50 people drop down in your place. You know, I'm spending to rent the place. I'm buying the food. All the beer I'm buying from you because, you know, there's a corkage charge. I don't even get a thank you. So I said, well, let me try it the way that the people in Dumaguete are doing it. They're helping these local businesses, and that's what I'm doing. Me and Derek Q, he's the salesman. He knows how to get these places. Hey, Julio Gonzalez says, hey, Calvin, what happens when you ask the mechanic to change your oil? Love your channel, new subscriber. Hey, welcome. Well, you're not going to get any pushback over here. That's what I like about that over here, you know. If you ask for an oil change and she hesitates, that's a red flag. But I had a friend come over here. He said his woman said, no oil changes. And then, you know, when she saw that he was a good catch, she said, yeah, maybe once a month, right? Well, he ended up meeting another woman who was saying once a day. So you know how that went. You know how that went. He threw that other one back and said, I want it once a day. Hey, Dre's going global. Thanks for that super chat. He said, hey, Sunshine Shoulders community. What's up, Cal? I'll be in the Philippines for the first time September. I hope the weather's not too bad by then. Well, actually, it's the one of the wettest months, but it's also the cheapest time to come to the Philippines. And there's no worse time to come, guys. Let me repeat that. This really is a paradise over here. Any way you look at it. There's poverty everywhere. You know, there's violence everywhere, but the Philippines has such natural beauty that you have to classify it as a paradise. I'm looking out I'm on, like, I guess this would be like a patio. Look at this. I'm seeing the ocean, coconut trees, all kinds of stuff. The sun's shining, man. So yeah, you picked a good time. Any time's a good time to come here, guys. But yeah, if she hesitates with the changing the oil, that's a red flag. Marco Focus said, yep, I got my oil changed so good in Philippines. I almost left a tip. Yeah, I know. Where's California, Oscar? I think this is my buddy here, if I'm not mistaken. Because okay. Let's see. Okay, wait. Oh, okay. Hey, Ryan, the Eating Warrior, thanks for that super chat. He says, I joined late. I'm heading to Manila next week for 2 weeks. It's been 5 years since I've been last. Any tips to give a single guy in his early 30s? Oh, man, you'll love Manila if you can get through that traffic. But Manila is like Chicago. It was designed to be the LA of Southeast Asia. The United States designed Manila to be that way, and it used to be. Go on YouTube and look at some of the videos from the 30s, the 40s, even the 50s, and see what Manila was. Especially when, I'm talking about before the Japanese came and the United States and the Japanese blew the place to smithereens. See, the Philippines, I don't think they recovered from that. I mean, the United States, go back and see how many bombs were dropped that the U.S. dropped on Manila to, it's like burning a house down to kill a damn roach over there. But that's what they did. But it's so much to do in Manila. I would say go to that Manila American Cemetery. Certainly go to Dolomite Beach, Mall of Asia. If you're an American, you need to go by. I'm pretty sure you've already went by the embassy. That's Rojas Boulevard, but it's so much to see in Manila. And hey, California Oscar said, hey, Cal, hello, it's your buddy watching you from Cali with Leo. Hey, I'm going to give a special shout out to Leo and Oscar. I don't know how you ended up with such a nice looking woman, Oscar. That's a fact. Now, he's got a young Filipino woman from over in America. He got lucky over there. We have to come all the way. You're an expat, by the way, Oscar. That's what you consider. The Ghost of Pennsylvania said Trump wants to stop citizenship for those born in the U.S. I don't know what. Let's not talk about Trump. We voted him in, guys. So, I mean, what are you saying? Dive Master Ricky said, what's going on, Cal? I've been back home from Cebu for 2 weeks now and can't wait to get back. Hope I can catch a meet and greet next time. Yeah, brother. Come on, you invited. D. Moe says, is there any concept of cougars? Yeah, but here's the thing with cougars over here. They want the young Filipino man. Most of us coming over here, we're older. They don't want, hell, cougar to me would be what, an 80-year-old Filipino woman? I had a landlord here in St. Carlos City. She was 46 and the boyfriend was 17. The American had, hooked her up before they broke up, bought our house and everything like that. And when they split up, hell, she rented out the house to us and had a 17-year-old boyfriend. So, yeah, you see that here. Because remember, guys, we're in the Philippines. They've got handsome, guapo men over here. Millions of them. All Filipinos don't want foreigners. A small percentage do. But it's enough that you won't have a problem meeting anybody here. Yeah. They didn't even say thanks. It was like, so I said, okay, let me switch this up. And I took a page out of what they do in Dumaguete because I was impressed both times. The first time I went to the meet and greet there was at a dive resort by Justin Critter Hunter, and it was sold out, man. They bought all kinds of stuff. They drinking, eating the food and everything, leaving tips. And then they went to Ground Zero. Now, these places have good food, but they're giving back. I mean, they'll make the month of these places when they show up because they always have a big show up in Dumaguete. 100 people, something like that. Herman Evans said, hey, Cal, you don't look 60. What I look, 65? California Oscar said, Cal, do you have a mall over there and do they have tennis courts near you? Well, there's no mall here. We do have a hypermarket in Siquijor, and they have, in Siquijor proper, they have some clay courts, Oscar. Al Rogan said, expat, nextpat, sexpat, any other pets. Yeah, flex pet. Those are the ones that come over here flexing like they got big money and they really don't have nothing for real. But they want to be that 2-week millionaire. So we call him a flex pet. He's flexing over here, Al. I had another one, but I forgot it. My man's not working. Yeah, he says, thank you, Cal. Talking about Trump all the time. Put my mother in the grave early, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't get it. Okay, he said, time that out. What are you talking about? Which one? Ozzy said, Cal, you talk about how to manage banking to the U.S. from the Philippines, do you need a U.S. phone to get the text from your bank? No, I get them in my email. So no, you just need Wi-Fi. I get my text. I get my notifications through my email. Ozzy, that's a good question. So just change it over to electronic to email, because that's what happened in 2019 when my bank account got hacked over here. But it was my fault. Okay, I'm gonna take responsibility, because when they give you that free Wi-Fi in the airport, I was at the pier. Come in here. They gave me that free 30 minutes, man. I didn't even know. I checked my, it's unsecured. Don't do this, guys. I checked my bank account. I came here. By the time I got back, they had already took about 2,000 in cash out of my checking account, 500 each time, 4 times, and they spent $101 at the Piggly Wiggly. It was because of those notifications, Ozzy, I was able to catch it, because that's around the time I just came here. I had like 17,000 when I came here. That's how much I bought over here. And they had gotten 2,000 of it. Took me about 10 days to get it back. But don't use that free, don't check anything. If you just want to look at some general stuff, read Yahoo or whatever, don't sign into anything on those, or they're going to get you. I love the John said free Wi-Fi, you need a VPN for that. See, I didn't know anything about that then. Al Rogan said, Trump gave me 4 years of laughs, never laughed so hard in my life. Robert Dane said 49,500 subscribers. If they bring their swinging partners, and you'll make it to 50,000 easy. Thank you. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Elliot. Yeah, that Trump. We don't need that, guys, on here. I respect your political views and everything. Herman M said, Cal, you look 45. Remember, guys, I did the video yesterday. They did that study. This lady was brilliant. It was in 1981. The monastery was designed to look like it did in 1959. Everything was 1959. Television, everything, newspapers, music, books. There's no mirrors or photographs. You couldn't bring any unless they were of your younger self 22 years ago. Hell, and 5 days later, these guys stood taller. They had better manual dexterity. Their vision was better. They even looked younger. And then somebody sent me an article about some women that reverse age in something like 11 years and 8 weeks. This mind is powerful, but we only use it for something like a dog uses it for: food, shelter, and sex. That's basically all we do. If you program this thing, okay, there's nothing within reason that you can't have or you can't do. But the key word is reason. The world that you're looking at came out of here. Everything you see, the chair you're sitting on, the shirt I've got on, it all came from somebody's mind. Everything you see, the brilliance, no matter how simple it is or how brilliant it is, it all came out of here. But we don't give it any, the instructions we give it are so general and so plain. And then we complain, oh, my life's not this or it's not that. Well, give it some better instructions, man. That's all you got to do. California Oscar says, so Calvin, how much does it cost you each month to live that beautiful life on that island? Altogether, it's about $750 every month. I'm actually saving money by living here, Oscar, believe it or not, because you say, well, you got that place in San Carlos City, and then you're spending an additional $750 here. No, I'm saving money. I eat less here. I'm exercising. I'm spending less, guys. I don't know how I'm doing it, but I am. Black Turn 34 said everything started out as a crazy idea. Yeah. No matter how brilliant it is, no matter how basic it all starts here. But we don't give it any instructions. The GPS was designed from your subconscious mind. It does the same thing. You give it the destination. You program the destination in, and then your subconscious is going to work backwards to show you the direct path to whatever it is you desire. But we don't believe it because by the time somebody tries to explain it to us, we're grown. We're set in our ways. It's almost like learning another language. You can't get through there. The conscious mind is blocking it. Said that's, that doesn't make sense. There's no way you can do that. And most of the people watching this, we're at least 45 and over. Most of us are in our 60s. And Napoleon Hill said that's when you're at your best as a man. Is when you're 65, believe it or not. And when I first read that, I couldn't wrap my mind around it, but he's true. All the distractions that you had as a younger man, they're no longer there anymore. Dive Master Ricky said you may be spending less because you're living a simpler life there without all the extra shopping from you and the wife. You're happy with just the views on the beach. Yeah, that has a lot to do with it. And see, I'm already here, Dive Master Ricky. I'm already in the resort area. I don't have to go to Panglao Bahal. Why do I go to Panglao Bahal when the same beach is in my backyard or my front yard? I call that my front yard. The street is the backyard. I don't have to go to Boracay. I don't have to go to Palawan, any of those places. It's just a waste of money as far as I'm concerned. The beach is the beach for me. And then, I've got the nice looking woman here. All Maryland has to do is put on a bikini and we can go swimming here. Steve Devo says, are the bar girls cheaper? They're saving money. Probably, you're laughing about, but I'm pretty sure they probably are versus Anglelee City. There's no walking street here. The only walking street is them women walking up and down there, but it's probably an open secret about who's selling what and where you can get it. But Can of Beans says, what if you have a medical emergency? Are there any fast healthcare, ambulance, etc.? He said, probably not. Well, they've got a regional clinic here. And remember, Can of Beans, Dumagetti's right there, 30 minutes away. And if you're not taking care of yourself, Can of Beans, it doesn't matter how fast the healthcare is, the ambulance is, how well your insurance is. If you're not going to the doctor on a regular basis, if you're not trying to be active and eat healthy and just self-care, how many people died with good health care? My brother had great health care when he died. It doesn't matter if you show up when they finally come and get you, or you show up at the emergency room, you've got a massive heart attack, or you're in cardiac arrest. See? We do everything opposite over there in America. Hospitals don't really save you, man. You save yourself. Dave Away says 50s is young. 60s is over the hill. He said, just kidding. Calvin, can you rent out your other house to an expat? I wouldn't want to do that, Oscar, because this is like, we can come here anytime we want. See, when we found this place, we were staying on the same grounds for 2 days, then the transportation and everything, the eating out and everything. We easily spent 10,000 pesos. So we said, why not spend 20 and we can have have it for 30 days if we ever need it for 30 days. You save a lot less because this is considered a resort that I'm staying on. For 20,000 per month. You can't beat that. That includes everything, all utilities included. Okay. I can go to, I just came back from Cebu. We stayed 3 nights there. Okay. I easily spent 10,000 there for 3 nights. Probably more than that. Hey, Darlin May says, happy belated birthday, Brother Cal. God bless you and your family. Hell of the Sunshine Shoulders community. Thank you. I love LaChan said, beach is a beach in the Philippines unless you're diving, snorkeling, I guess. Yeah, but see, where I am, there's a diving center right on the property. And right in back of me is a marine sanctuary of some of the most beautiful coral in the whole entire world. Not just the Philippines, but the whole world. So why would I need to go somewhere else? It's just a waste of money. Larry Dale Sewell says, are there roaches in the Philippines? They are. But you see very few of them. Now you see the big cockroaches, Larry, but you see those when it's about to rain. The roaches here are the little geckos. That's what you're going to see. Those are the roaches of the Philippines, really. Because the little roaches, they're going to eat them. They're going to eat all the insects, the geckos are. Black Turn says, I was just telling my mom today the best health insurance is healthy food and exercise. It is. We have some of the best insurance in America, but it doesn't save people. It saves some people, but a lot of people die with the best insurance. Because when they finally show up, it's too late. There's nothing the doctors can do for them. And this is where we get so confused. Okay. Yeah, there's an actual gym here with weights and machines right up the street. We've been going every day. It's another reason we came here instead of going directly back to St. Carlos. I wanted to stay in the groove. So when we go back to St. Carlos, there's a new gym opening up. We'll be there for about a week until the kids get out of school. Then we're coming back. We're going to stay here. We're not going to go back and forth. We're going to stay here for the whole summer. So yeah, there's a gym. I don't like that old gym over there that they have. Excuse me. So I'm waiting on the new gym to open. Beach of Life says, happy rainy season from Lapu-Lapu. Oh, you're still in Lapu-Lapu? I love the chance at 10,000 expensive. It is. But that's what I'm saying. I can save that by just being here. Dave Away says, pre-pandemic Southeast Asian countries were changing and limiting the visa rules so much I just left for Serbia. Now I might give the PH a shot. Visa rules matter. Yeah, but the Philippines really hasn't changed their visa rules. They have some of the best on the planet. Nobody even comes close. Imagine getting an SRRV, a special retirement or special resident retirement visa, and you really aren't paying for it. You put in a deposit. So if you cancel it or you go back home, they give you your money back. You're not paying for it like in a lot of countries. Imagine a tourist visa. You can come over here and stay for 3 years. You can basically live here for 3 years on a tourist visa. I mean, I don't know of any other country where you can do that. You surely can't do that in America. Prince of 1,000 Enemies said, damn, doctors always look at me and say, oh, you're too young, MF. I'm sick. Fix me. But the reason why I'm a lot healthier, because I guarantee you right now, it's like, remember the big scandals they had in the 70s where you take your car to the mechanic and they're always going to find something wrong with it and charge you extra money. This is what the doctors are doing. You can go to the hospital, to the doctor right now, and one doctor can give you a perfect bill of health. And then you go into the next doctor's office and he's going to fill you full of prescriptions. They're going to find something because it's their perception. You know, they can look at those results, those lab results, and read them the way they want to read them. One guy might say, well, okay, you're okay. I'm not going to put you on that blood pressure medicine. Then the other guy says, oh, you're close enough. I better put you on that. Because they had, you know, all the time people would take their cars in. They did it in Louisville. They took a brand new car right out the factory to the guy right around the corner from me. Oh my God, they got him good. He ran up like a $500 bill. And this was in the 70s, late 70s, man. And it ruined his business, really. It ruined his reputation. He never recovered from that. But a lot of times these doctors, they'll do that too. Al Rogan says you can use that Visa deposit to buy a condo. Well, here's what you have to do. You can't do that, Al. I tried with my house. They told me that what I can do is I can put the 20,000 because I have to do the 20,000 because I don't have a pension. Once I'm approved for the 20,000, then I can switch my deposit from the cash to my house. But I think you have to put the money up first and then convert it over, which is crazy. A lot of people don't have that 20,000. Roderick Lee says, hey, Cal, speaking of the power of the mind, a good book to read is The Power of Neuroplasticity by Shad Helmstetter. Well, hell, I'm going to have to look at that. Yeah, I'm drawing my Social Security at 62. If it's God's will and the creek don't rise. I mean, I don't see, we were talking about this at the meet and greet. I mean, why not? It's only going to be, I think that only benefits people who are still working. If you're still working, I mean, why would you take your Social Security at 62? Then you're going to get penalized. But if you're not working, if you're retired already, you'd be stupid to sit around and wait till 67. And some guys try to wait till 70. They don't even make it. So they don't even get any money. They die. So the way I look at it, from 62 to 67, I'm going to receive over $100,000. So if I would bypass that 5 years and wait till I'm 67, my Social Security is going to be $800 more. How long will it take me to recoup the $100,000 that I gave back? I'm taking, man, Oscar. And, you know, we'll argue about that and all of that, but I don't care. Remember, I'm too damn old to give a damn anymore. To give a fuck, really. Let me be honest now. Laura says, I belong to an HMO and tells you to thrive. You know, HMOs are good. They're managed care a lot of times. You know, you have to stay in the network. A lot of the plans that I was representing before I retired were HMO plans. And as long as your doctors and specialists and hospitals are in the network, what difference does it make? But the bottom line is, how well are you taking care of yourself? You can't live in the hospital. You can't live in the hospital, guys. I'm telling you. Laura says there are minimum to a pension amount. I'm not for sure. But if you put in that 40 quarters, you're getting something back. And it all depends on how much you put in and so how much you're getting back. Everybody doesn't get the same amount. Yeah, the man is flexible. Hey, what's up, Phil Expat Prepper? I love the chance. Say yes, Kaiser. Take your money as soon as they will give it to you. That's what I'm saying. Curtis Thomas says, so if you marry a Filipino girlfriend in the Philippines, you can get a long-term visa or what? Yeah, even if you marry in America. And she comes back over here and you apply for the 13A because she's still a Philippine citizen. So you don't have to marry over here. You can marry in America and get the 13A because you're married to a Filipino citizen. It's a permanent resident visa, not a long-term visa. Yeah. Mike Chiro says difficult for non-natives to own property in the Philippines, and yeah, it is. I mean, for good reason too. Tita Cha said, Cal, heard that we could claim our Social Security in Manila. Did you hear that as well? I actually saw it. I was in the embassy, and there was a guy, and that's what he was there to do. He was applying for his Social Security right there while he was in the country. You're on American soil, remember? Now, remember that was 2000. Let's see. That would be 2012. So things could have changed, but that's what he was doing. That's why he was at the counter. He was doing that. Big Dog said Panama offers pension visas for those with an annuity of $1,000 per month. Beautiful country, gorgeous people in the Western Hemisphere, close to the USA. Well, see, that's the close to the USA is what destroyed me for that. U.S. already invaded Panama already, and then a lot of Panamanians, I mean, they still got that on their minds, believe it or not. Because I've got a friend that used to be with me at the YMCA. He lives in Louisville, Kentucky. Well, he's probably already retired and moved back to Panama. But he was telling me that a lot of people over are still smarting from that U.S. invasion. Michael Alexander, what's up, brother? He said, Brother Cal, I had a classmate turn 60 on May 17, and 13 days later, he died. Wow. We were talking about these YouTubers out there pranking people. A young guy got killed in Nashville, Tennessee. But the same thing can go for trolls. See, these guys out here, they're trolling people like, oh, it's okay. I can just sit back and troll anybody I want to. Not realizing, man, that you control the wrong person and you'll end up the same way. Is it even worth it? I say no, it's not worth it. People are desperate for views. This young guy pranked the robbery. And the guy just promptly pulled out his legal weapon and killed him. 20 years old. Crazy. Yeah, he said, time to stop giving it. Yeah, I even threw my I don't give a damn button away now. It's I don't give a fuck, man. Really, I don't. I'm over here now. I'm in the fourth quarter of my life. You know, I thought people were done making videos about me and stuff. I'm like, these guys are clowns, man. What are they doing? What are they thinking? Is what I'm saying. I mean, so then y'all send them to me, and I'm looking like, well, what am I supposed to do? What do you expect when you got some bunch of losers who can't create their own content? Okay, all they're going to do is show you the video I did, twist my words, but you're sitting there looking at it like, oh, it's just new information. No, it's not. It's bogus information. And I'm put it out there in the universe. I'm going to walk up on one of these guys. And I'm just going to ask them, okay, now say all that stuff to my face. That's all. I'm not going to pull out a gun. I'm not going to fight them. I'm just going to say, hey, man, if you got a problem with me now that we're standing face to face, just tell me now, and then we can get on with our lives, man. But all this, they just drive-bys. They driving by, twisting my words and keep on going. I saw the last clown that did it. He wasn't getting no views. Al Rogan said, go on and take the money and run. Tomorrow's not promised. Prince of 1,000 Enemies says, in that movie with Denzel Washington and his son with the heart condition, they didn't want to treat him because of an HMO. Yeah, I think he was outside the network. Remember, as long as your doctor and the specialist and all that is in the network, you don't have anything to worry about. And these HMOs have gotten so big, their networks are so big now. Because who wants to lose money? So they'll go out and they've expanded their networks. But you have to do something. We have to take responsibility. You can't sleep in the hospital and, and all of that. Excuse me. The Ghost of Pennsylvania says, stop complaining about if the Philippines would change visa rules for foreigners if the U.S. stopped foreign relatives born in the U.S. from getting citizenship. Don't be a hypocrite. I'm not going to touch that. I'm talking Social Security, Laura. The only pension I don't have a pension. But Social Security, the Philippines considers that a pension. And I can use that toward my SRV. But my renewal income that I have, they won't accept that. They won't even accept disability from what Darren Cooper told me, because he tried to get the military one, they wouldn't accept it. So he had to pay $20,000 for his because they didn't consider his disability from the military, even though it's lifelong, a pension. So he had to pay $20,000. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, we don't want to hear about Trump, man. Who cares damn about Trump? Hey, Danny, there's Danny Road to the Philippines. What's up, man? Check out his channel, guys. Let's give him some support. He said this one guy I knew had a YouTube, and he talks shit about me and my Filipina, and that piece of shit ran into some bad karma. He died in Cebu. Yeah, that was the same guy that died. Yeah, he used to write me some nasty emails, man. And that's what I'm saying, guys. I mean, he even made a couple of videos toward the end about me, and the universe got him. I don't get it, but I'm going to walk up on that Mike from Philippines, Mike's Philippine Journey or whatever it is, and a couple more of them guys out there. I just want to know what the problem you got with me, man. I mean, let's talk about it man to man instead of you make. I mean, he was my biggest fan, guys. And when I said, no, I don't need your help, this guy was my biggest fan. He really was. And now all of a sudden, he's still my biggest fan. He's a fanboy, but I'm going to walk up on him. I'm going to take a trip to Angeles City at the right time, and he's going to be there. I'm going to say, hey, man, you got a problem with me? Here I am. Do that now, and let's throw that out. Or we can challenge. We can go 3 rounds. The loser, shut your YouTube channel down and get out of the Philippines. Okay, let's do that. He's a coward. He ain't going to do nothing like that. Yeah, Tim West said, you reap what you sow. This is why I'm careful to treat others the way I want to be treated. I treat people the way they want to be treated. See? Well, here's another one. Yeah, these guys, they need people like me for their content. I'm not even going to mention their names anymore, because that sends people over to their channel and they get views for nothing. because they're not spreading any good information. But yeah, it's a rainy season now, and that's why I changed my title, man. Last night, man, it got the rain and the wind was blowing. I like that now. When I was young, I didn't like that, but I do now. I like to hear the rain. I turn the aircon off and just listen to it until it stops. Now, hell, the sun's out. And this is how it's going to be all rainy season, guys. Don't let the rainy season scare you. Unless you go into Lady, Biloran, which is just a little bitty island. They consider that a part of Lady, I guess. It's right in the middle of Lady and Samar. I went there. It's a beautiful place. Samar, Biko, the Cagayan Valley up in Luzon. Unless you're going somewhere like that, I wouldn't even worry about it. Mr. Passport King said, LOL, I hear you, Cal. They just jealous and trying to come up and bad mouthing you. Yeah, I don't get that though. But hey, I'm just so glad that I was born with a brain that if I'm gonna be on YouTube, hell, I know how to create content, not on somebody else's back. What's up, Jay? He said, what's good, big bro? He said, I just got logged on. I'm gonna call you later today if you want to see we can get that fire stick set up. Okay, wait until Friday, Jay, because I'll be in San Carlos City on Friday. But yeah, any of you Mike's Philippine Journey fans out here, because I know y'all watching, throw that out there to him. So Calvin said, if you got a problem with him, let's put the gloves on for 3 rounds. And the loser gets off, and I got more to lose than him. But let's stop all this, fighting and stuff over here, man. That was my biggest fan at one time. I'm throwing out that challenge. He wants to do that. Market focus said, throw one of those 20-inch pythons on him, Cal. Yeah. They don't want none of me for real. And I'm not like that, guys. I'm just saying, but they bring it to me. I got to thinking about it when the little dude got killed in Nashville. I'm like, why would people want to do stuff? Why would you want to make a video like that? Were you going to prank a robbery? It's crazy. He said that would be glorious. Yeah, that would give them the but see, I'm not going to do it because then I would be playing into their hands, Black Turn. That would give them the content they need. See, even though I'd probably beat the brakes off of him. See, it would get them 1 million views. So yeah, I'm not going to play into their hands. I just let them keep on making that foolishness. Y'all the ones that are clicking on it, because I wouldn't. I demand better. I demand better content if I were y'all. They taking that one video, man, just running it to the ground. I'd get off YouTube if I couldn't come up. Here I am in the Philippines. I could make 10 videos a day if I wanted to. There's so much content here that you could do that. People are stumped. They're like, man, if you can't come up with content in the Philippines, you don't need to be, you should find another subject to talk about than the Philippines because, man, there's so much content here, guys. Colin B said, rainy season or not, be there in 2 days, going to have a great time. Yeah, don't let the rainy season run y'all off, guys. Yeah, when they go low, you go high. I am because they need me. I don't need them. They're stuck way, way down there because, trust me, man, negativity only can take you so far. But when you're positive to say, the sky's the limit, there is no limit really to how far you can go. I'm approaching 50,000. See, that's the only reason I'm talking about them, because at 50,000, I've got one message that I'm going to bring out for my haters, and but I told them early on when I had like 5,000 subscribers. I said, when I hit let's see. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to go to my uh I'm going to have to go to my data if this keeps doing that again. Yeah, creativity. Yeah, I'm not going to play into their hands. That's what they need me to do. So I'm going to let them go. Hey, Mike Dawson said, Brother Cal, they're bringing the street out of you. It ain't went nowhere, really. It's just, you get tired of it, man. It's like where I come from. If we don't do that kind of stuff. You want to poke the bear. You see what happened to that Dylan guy on Memphis, but they want to poke the bear. See, that's what they're doing. He said, I'd rather be around positive people. Yeah, absolutely. And that's why the positive channels are going like this. The negative are going like this. Negativity loves company. Yeah, that's all it is. I'd send 200 for that. Yeah, I know. Yeah. He's not really. I don't have any ops, Kamal. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, these guys are jealous, man. All they have to do is create their own content. If you can't do that, then get on off there. He said, Cal, you still playing tennis? I haven't played in a while. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Golden Gate. I was over here playing for fun and exercise. But of course, the American guy I was playing with on his side, he got mad because he wants to win every time. It's like, man, don't you remember that we're out here for exercise? We're not out here to win. So he walks off the court, and that was it. That was the last time I played. I said, no, I'm not going to deal with this. I didn't come over here for this. No, I don't want no problem with Mike. He's got a problem with me. You know, Jeff Patel said he'll beat the brakes. Yeah, I beat the brakes off of him. But then that would just be playing into their hands. That's all it would be doing. They get me deported and all that. Then that would be it. Then they'll be on there again talking stuff. Yeah, they poke the bear and then try to make the bear look bad when it puts them paws on them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. He said that guy attacked success. P, Calvin, old dog, everybody. Yeah. He said, what did you say you were going to do when you hit 50,000? You froze before you could get it out. That was a cliffhanger. Yeah, I said I'm going to answer my critics because, see, 50,000, when you hit that mark, that's just like, there's no looking back. That's like, especially for a little channel like man. I don't have a fancy channel, Jeffrey. You know that I don't have any green screens behind me, no big fancy mics, all that old editing and stuff. And for me to reach 50,000, see, these guys have been on my case ever since I hit 1,000 subs. And I said, okay, when I get to 50,000, I'm gonna let y'all have it, and I'm gonna be done with it. Yeah. It sucks for them. Yeah, the YouTube celebrity boxing winner gets all the super chats and stickers. I'm not gonna do it because I lost. It was temporary insanity. I was like the guy said, he was bringing the street out of me. I would just be playing into their hands by doing that. That's all I would be doing. I have everything to lose and nothing to gain. So, if they want to continue to look stupid out there like that, let them be stupid, man. But I did put it out there in the universe. Let me walk up on one of them just to see what they have to say. Yeah, you mess with the bull, you get the horn. No, I didn't block you, man. You must have said something. They, we got some. You can't poke the bear on here. We got the moderators, but no, we didn't block you. Yeah, let food be your medicine. Yeah, we know you better than that. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I really don't let it bother me anymore like it used to, because my supporters are my supporters. They can see through that stuff. Yeah, I know y'all don't. I was watching something about Chicago last night, and Maryland was like, wow, is that Chicago? I was like, yeah, man, them guys are really, man, they're dying, man. It's mostly gang related, though, but there's this one guy, he got one channel, he talks about he shows you what streets they were on when they got killed and who killed them, and it's a lot of young men dying in Chicago, man. Really. He said, I'm from Chicago too. He said, quit waving the red flag and just feed the damn bull. Mess with the bull, you get the horns. Well, I really don't know what I'm saying. So why is he picking a fight, Mike Dorsonville, if he can't fight? What makes him think that I'm gonna just continue to let him poke at me like that? Which, I mean, if that's what he has to do to create content, then let him do it. But they may end up poking the wrong bear. See? It's not me, because imagine being over in the Philippines where you can give somebody $100 to wipe you off the damn map. He said, Heat Nuggets, who he like? Man, I tell you, I don't like either one of them teams, really, because both of those teams beat the teams I wanted. Believe it or not. But I'm going to tell you, the reason why I'll pick Denver, I'm going to tell you why, because I like that guy, what's his name, the guard from Canada. What's his name? The scores all in points. He played at the University of Kentucky, and I'm thinking to myself, this coach at Kentucky, he's a pitiful coach, but he's a great recruiter. Murray is his name. Look at the people he had at Kentucky, and he wins one championship. And that was way back in 2012. Look how many people from his team are playing in the finals. You got Murray, you got the center for Miami Heat, then you got the shooting guard from the Miami Heat. I mean, the best players in the league went to Kentucky, and he won one championship. But they don't talk a lot of stuff, and that's what I'm saying. We don't either. Where I come from, it's like, it's new to me. It's like, who would do that? Yeah, Murray. Yeah, he's bad. I like him. Imagine, okay, then he had the guy from New York. He had two guys. Well, he has one guy from Philly, Maxey. Then he had the one guy from New York, Quigley or something. What's his name? He's got all these guys, man. They don't win nothing up there in Kentucky. Yeah, Black Turn 34 says, you should keep it real, Cal. No fluff, no buy this or sign up for that. This episode is sponsored by blah, blah, blah. Sick of the hacks on this app. Yeah, they do a lot. But, you know, once it starts, though, to be honest with you, Julio, I will pick somebody. Usually who's the underdog? I'll go for the underdog, Miami, because they're the underdog. They're the eighth seed. And believe it or not, Jimmy Butler said they'd be back. Yeah. He should have at least 3. And hell, they went 38-0 or something like that and lost to. I mean, imagine he had Devin Booker sitting on the bench. Come on, man. And had them old weak ass twins starting, guys. Come on. But they got Cal on the pedestal at Kentucky. He's over the hill, man. It's time for him to go, man. Yeah, that man Travis said, hello, Uncle Cal in chat. YouTube is attacking you, tells us you're doing a good job. Yeah. Hey, Philippine Antics. I think that they're one of Mike's friends, good friends. But I don't have a problem with anybody over here. I'm in paradise, man. I didn't get too old for this stuff. I'm relaxing. You know, I got a woman that's 20 years younger than me. I'm living good, man. You know, I guess that's what it is. Oh, yeah, Emmanuel Quigley. That's who it is. What did I say? Quigley. I'm crazy, right? Quigley. But he's got all these people, and he can't win it. He won one championship. He's got Devin Booker sitting on the bench. All he has to do is start Devin Booker. And by the way, the next year, what's the little bitty short guy for Kentucky who was on the bench too, end up being the SEC Player of the Year the following year? If he puts them into two in there and sits those 2 twins down, they win the ship, no doubt. Hey, Geechee Lance says, hey, Cal, I didn't know you were on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Euless. Had him and Booker on the bench. And when they were in, they were like plus 20 or something like that while they were in. And the people that beat them, where are they now? Where was that guy that was hitting all them shots for Wisconsin? I don't think he's in the league anymore. The center certainly is not in the league. And that's a fact. But yeah, if they giving too much. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. We're just saying we don't understand why YouTubers are over here hating on each other when there's enough content out there for everybody to go around. I mean, he was my biggest fan at one time. Now all of a sudden, he can't make a video without me being in it. I'm just saying if he got a problem with me, he needs to come and see me if he really has that big of a problem with me. But I know what it is. They're just trying to get views. They can't come up with content. But y'all keep clicking on it as if you're going to learn something new. You're not going to learn anything new from that. Yeah, Denver's a small market. Hey, Cal from Portland, Oregon, don't let the haters get to you. They're just crap. I don't let them get to me, but, you know, it's like you keep poking the bear, man. It's like, I thought it was over, man. Somebody sent me something. I'm like, come on, man. Why y'all keep with all that? Oh, okay. Geechee Line's journey is now on YouTube. Oh, okay. I hear you, man. Now be careful what you wish for, Geechee Line. Hey, thanks, Big D, for that super chat. He said, love the channel. Do any of the sports bars out there show NFL games? They actually do. Have watched hundreds of videos about retiring there, but haven't seen the issue come up. Thanks, Cal. Yeah, they do. Actually, a lot of the people out here who are into the NFL, Big D, they have those fire sticks. And so you know a lot of the bars got the fire sticks too. But the NFL just isn't big. You probably have to go to Manila, Cebu, Angeles City, up Subic Bay, Clark, before you're going to run into a bar that even show an NFL game. Now, the NBA, 24/7 during the season. But that's a good question. Hey, Manuel Jones says, hey, I caught a live stream, Cal. Appreciate you, huh? Something like my mama's baby brother. Al Rogan says he did finally come up with good topic to Garlic 101. Oh, okay. Yeah. Dark Sider says, let's face it, the only major problem with expats in the Philippines is other expats in the Philippines. Yeah. Man, you on the internet with that. I made a video a long time ago talking about the other guys. But yeah, it's the only problem we have because Filipinos, they don't bother us over here. They give you the run of their country as long as you respect them and their culture. They're not in your way. They're getting on with their lives. You got these jealous people, and many of them aren't even in the Philippines, talking in front of a damn green screen. Oh, okay, Sunshine Show. Geechee Land says, we grew up in the same neighborhood. We both ain't scared of these Mother Phillips. I don't blame you. But to be honest with you, it's like a two-edged sword. They send you business too. They get you clicks too. But yeah, it's the rainy season, guys. I know a lot of y'all coming over here. And be careful of that Eastern Visayas region. A lot of y'all dating these women from Lady. Check that weather channel before you go visit her province and visit her family. Because a lot of times, if you don't fly right into like Tacloban or one of those places, and you're coming for Cebu, you have to get on that ferry. Because we had a hell of a choppy ferry ride from Tagbilaran, Bohol to Siquijor, because we're going across against the waves. Man, it was like being on it was like turbulence, bad turbulence on a plane for an hour. And that's what you're going to run into. She said, Filipinos are generally not confrontational. Yeah, that's right. But they let you enjoy their country. They're proud of this place. They want you to have a good time so you can come back and bring somebody with you. They're going to bother you. Yeah, we had a choppy ferry, man. It was one of the worst ferry rides I've had in a long time because we were cutting across the grain of the waves. You can't say that, but y'all know what I'm talking about. We were going across the waves, and man, it was like this the whole time. Like this. I mean, never did get smooth until we were about ready to pull into port. And you can tell when somebody's new there. I seen a foreigner kept looking out the window like, is this thing going to turn over? But that's another thing you got to watch out for during the rainy season. Navigating these ferries, man. Yeah, SMK said Jamal Murray is cold. Yeah, but he was on Kentucky's team, and they couldn't do nothing with him, man. They couldn't. It's like these college coaches and the college system holds these players back because some of the biggest stars in the league played for Cal at Kentucky, man. Nothing. Crickets. And when they won the championship, hell, they had the farthest team that you could ever line up in college. They had them Anthony Davis. Any more needs to be said? Hey, James Netsex says, what about cheap flights. Isn't that better than ferry boats? Yeah, but remember though, James, you got to understand you can't fly everywhere in the Philippines. You can fly into Cebu, and what happens when you get to Cebu? And you want to go to one of these fancy Bantayan Island, you need a ferry. Camotes, you need a ferry. Malapascua, you need a ferry. You can't fly to those places. See? Now, you can't fly, you're going to get into the major cities. There's only like 70 airports in all the Philippines. So if you can fly into Cebu and then fly into Boracay. But then you're not even going to fly into Boracay. You're going to fly into Cataclan, and then you got to catch the ferry to Boracay. Yeah, the Beach of Life says I like to fly from Cebu to Tacloban. Yeah. Now, once you get to Tacloban and you want to go anywhere else on Lady, you can't fly. You're either going to be on a ferry or you're going to be on a van or a bus or a car, something like that. Hey, what's up, Mark? He said late show today. I see Cal. Yeah, we had to go to Lorena and pick up some stuff earlier today. I've got about 20 minutes left before I get off here. And so I rescheduled it for 10:30 instead of 9:30 like I normally do. We've got a race, a fun run. It's going to be like a 5K in San Carlos City. It's to support the new Viper gym. And, Marilyn, that's her gym, so I'm supporting her. That's the only reason I'm going, because the logistics that travel will beat you down. And remember, I've got a 30-minute ferry ride to Dumaguete. I've got to get up at 4 in the morning. The tricycle comes at 5. The boat leaves at 6. You get there at 6:30. Then you got a 5-hour bus ride to San Carlos City. By the time you get there, man, you beat. I mean, you really beat. D-Style says only 70 airports, that's enough. No, it's not. It's not nearly enough. This is a archipelago, man. You've got 2,000 islands that are occupied. You better get used to get but he said you need to get brother. Talk to those guys, not to me. I don't get it, but I do. Fly anywhere in your mind. Yeah, but you'll be flying somewhere in the penitentiary over here. He said, at least you're close to the ground. The best way to get from city, the best way to get things, I didn't say this. The tourist department says this. The Department of Transportation says it is by bus. It's not by plane, because you can't. If I want to go from San Carlos City to Bacolod City, I can't take a plane. If I want to go to from Bacolod City to Iloilo City, I can't take a plane. I've got to take ferry. I got to take a bus from San Carlos to Bacolod. It doesn't connect enough, there's not enough airports. He said a flying car would be nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's trying to get some, but I'm going to leave him alone, man, because we're giving him content. We're giving him publicity that he doesn't deserve. I want to say that I don't have anything against him or anybody else. But if they have a problem with me, let's sit down and talk about it man to man and just be done with it, man. But I'm not going to play into their hands. I had temporary insanity. I called him out because that's playing into his hands. I'll beat the brakes off of him. But then what? They deport me. I lose my channel. I lose my following and everything. It's just not who I am. I don't care. No, I don't know what he is. He's just a beige looking punk. I don't know what the hell he is. He's just like an old beige looking sap is what he is. This guy used to be all in my damn inbox. I could show you the damn where if I really wanted to fight back at this guy, I could show you the emails where he's basically giving me a blowjob. But I don't do that. It shocked me more than anybody that when he started doing those videos about me, I was shocked. I'm like, well, why would he? Well, I mean, what did I do to him? But that's okay. The universe is looking after me, man. And I want to thank everybody really for your super chats, super stickers, thumbs up, all your support. We're approaching 150 downloads on my ebook. I like to hit 1,000 because once I get to 50,000 subscribers, I'm gonna spin the wheel 50 times. Now I'm not gonna be able to spin it 50 times in one night. We're gonna do it 10 every Friday for 5 Fridays. I'm gonna give away 50,000 pesos. 50 of my lucky Filipino subscribers are gonna receive 1,000 pesos each, which is a lot of money over here. Filipino Moreno Vlog says, my partner doesn't like bus rides here in the Philippines. He said he better have his own car if he retires here. Yeah, motorcycle. Some people like that. We just rode on Merlin's motorcycle. I just drive differently than Filipinos. So I can't drive over here. They would deport me, man, for road rage. And I'm a defensive driver and I'd be on alert every 5 feet because how many times did people pull out in front of us? They never looked back. They never looked in their rearview mirror, but this is their country. This is how they drive. So the reason I don't complain, I just don't drive. Because I know what would happen. Mitt Ringo, thanks for that super chat, says, I don't believe that Mike guy even lives in the Philippines. Well, he doesn't. Hey, Al Rogan, thanks for that super chat. He said, stay frosty. But he's an expert on the Philippines all of a sudden. He's certainly an expert on me. Yeah, he's in Florida somewhere. Okay. He said, we don't care, aren't you listening? I love the challenge said, it's those hot, dusty buses that have hard suspensions that I hate. Yeah, but sometimes you don't have a choice. You're either going to ride that or wait 2 hours for another aircon bus. And it's really not like some of the aircon buses over here, the air is just either super cold or it's like a fan blowing on you for 6 hours, if you can handle that. But I've gotten used to it. See, I'm acclimated. I've assimilated to the Philippines. That kind of stuff don't bother me anymore. It used to, man. I could get on a bus with no aircon and be just fine over here now. I can get on those ferries, those old ferries. Every pipe is rusted. Every pipe is rusted. But it don't bother me. I know we're going to make it that little hour and 45 minutes wherever we going. It doesn't bother me anymore. James says, how you liking your place over there? Wait. Looks like you have a great deal on it. Yeah, I love it here. I would stay here 24/7 and never would have to go back to San Carlos. But I've got a house there. I've got a life there. But it's cheaper to have a place here that I'm renting than to keep traveling around to these different places, James. It gets expensive. He said they are cold, but at least the bus is smoother for the long ride, but it's not. I don't know what it is about the buses over here, but the suspension is bad, probably because the shocks are bad, tires are bad. You're not going to get a smooth ride on any of these buses, but you'll get used to it. Elette says, can we get 200 likes? Nakmizi says, prayers from Mr. D's in Dumagetti. Who is this? Who is that? I'm not. Yeah. I'm acclimated. You're spoiled. I'm acclimated, man, because it is what it is over here. That's why I like the place. I don't have any complaints about the Philippines anymore like I used to. That would tell you the new guys from the guys who've been here a while. You just know, hey, it's the Philippines, man. Some people see a rundown country. I see a country doing the best it can under some trying circumstances. That's what I see. I see a place that has the potential for just immense growth. And the people who get in here now, get you a condo now, get married, build you a house and lot now, you're going to reap the benefits 10 years from now. My house has already went up 25%. It's already went up 25%. Mark and Focus said my bus driver almost fell off a cliff like 100 times. See, that's the only problem I've got. You don't know how long these guys have been driving. Now, I won't drive a bus at night. He will arrive there at night, but I'm not going to ride at night because you don't know. They may have been driving all day. You just don't know. So if we leave early in the morning, like we will when we go back to St. Carlos City, we have a better chance. Mike says, I drive my own car. It's cheaper for me, Cal. Yeah, I just won't drive, Mike, because if you're in an accident, it's your fault. I've never met a foreigner who's been in an accident here when it wasn't his fault. I had two guys who came to see me, visited me. They were both in an accident, and it was both their faults. And you have to pay right then and there. They paid right then and there just to be let go because they're on vacation. They don't live here. They waited. One guy waited for hours and finally ended up paying 25,000 pesos to the driver of the other car and got out of there. Robert Dame says 6 degrees of separation. That includes phase 9. I put out the welcome mat. Oh, come on, man. He said, these nuts. Yeah. But y'all get rid of him. I'm going to give you your first delete, Nakmeezy. I'm going to give you your first delete, Elat. Get rid of this clown. Ban user and delete their comments. He's done. These nuts. When's the last time somebody said that? I think I was in junior high when we did that. And he says, hell, they asked about you. Who? These nuts. And all that. We do that all day long, and no matter how many times Um, you say it, you still gonna get some back. I already gave him your email, Mike. He's already got it. Beach of Life. Yeah, yeah, he will get the hang of it if he stays here long enough. He said, get your driver a hot coffee. As Merlin, I always buy the driver and the conductor a cold drink. Because it's hot, man, on them buses a lot of times. Okay, he says, nice cow houses in his area been losing value. Man, that's kind of, you mean in the Philippines? Or in America? Because whatever they ask for in the Philippines, they're going to get it. Yeah, yeah, from the Thailand channel. Well, you're right. Keyword was. He said that was a troll from one of the Thailand channels. Yeah, was, because he's banned now. These nuts. Yeah. Laugh out loud. It was only a matter of time before someone said that nuts joke. To be honest, it never gets old to me as long as it's not overused. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna get you because you're not expecting it. It comes out of left field. I could do it twice a day here and 3 times on Sunday and get everybody, but it's not funny anymore to me. Keita Chow said, Cal, my wife and I rode the 12 hours on the bus from Manila to Bicol. One time coming back, I didn't want to ride actually, the to-go from Zamboanga, there is no to-go from Zamboanga to Dumaguete anymore. So you have to ride the bus, and that's a treacherous 9 or 10-hour bus ride from Zamboanga to Dapoluk. Then you take a hubble to Dapitan. Then you take a 3-hour ferry ride to Dumaguete. Oh, yeah. Every foreigner that I see that drives over here has that mic, that small camera, but I don't know if it helps them or not. Oh, yeah, Frank said McNeasy troll Richie Mac. Yeah, he got me good. He said, what he say? Uh, prayers for Mr. D's and Dumaguete. And I said, Mr. D's? Who? He said, D's nuts. Yeah, guys are crazy. Okay, so what city do I recommend for a first timer? I'm going to say Cebu. It's just not as hectic as Manila. Once you get your feet wet, then just take a flight, hour flight from Cebu to Manila. But I wouldn't want to land in Manila, man. Some people do it and they come out all right. But you asked me, what city would I recommend? And I'm telling you, I would recommend Cebu. That's what Beach of Life said. Yeah. Okay, Southern California. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you got me good, Marcus. Yeah, you got me. But that's all right. He won't get me anymore because I banned him. He's going to have to come up with a whole new channel to come back on here. But yeah, guys, I got to get out for here. I'm sorry. Sunday, I won't be late. But yeah, we talked about the rainy season. We talked about swinging. Yeah, they're swinging over here. They're having twosomes, threesomes, foursomes. One guy had 3 women and it was just him. I was like, man, what in the hell was you doing? You had to have been eating some booty to have 3 women. You know, how else could you entertain 3 women? You had the booty. But that's his business. But I'm just saying, you got 3 women, because all 3 of the women had their butts up in the air on his couch. And I guess that was a a sign that, yeah, it was booty night. Because ain't no way You, I apologize, guys. Yeah, I don't know any other way you could do it if you're having 3 women. Somebody, the butt is the only thing that's going to be left for somebody. You got 4 people. But some people like that, man. This new uh this new generation. Yeah, Kamal says, I remember your taxi driver in Manila. Yeah, man. That's the thing. See, in Manila, they try to be bullies, man. Before I get off of here. That's the reason why I wouldn't fly into Manila your first time. Because they're gonna get you. And the guy had the nerve to take the money and throw it on the ground. See, that's what made me mad. See, he wanted to start trouble with me. And I was this close to slapping his false teeth out of his mouth when I said, well, it's not worth 100 pesos. I'll give him that extra 100 pesos. And that's what I did. And this is what you always have to do. You have to pause. Because he pissed me off, man. I gave him the money, right? He balled it up and threw it on the ground. And so I got out of the taxi and went on into the M Lawyer because that's where he was taking me. But here he comes at the door, and I was like, this guy's really going to make me hurt him, man. And, you know, he really wants trouble. And I just thought about it. I just had a moment of clarity. I'm like, you know, what are you thinking? Give that guy 100 pesos. I balled it up and threw it at him. Like, hey, take 100 pesos. Get away from me, man, because, yeah, they try that stuff. Isaiah Allen said, hey, Cal, can you marry a Filipino in the States without applying for a permanent visa or green card from her? No. But I'm guessing the divorce laws in the States would still apply to her even over there. Well, the only way the Filipino is going to get to America, unless she's already there, is for a visa, Isaiah. You got to do the K-1 visa, or you marry her over here and do the spousal visa. But how's she going to get there unless she's already there? And I would get married there anyway. That way, you know, you can leave her and out, guys. You know, we don't always have to stick a needle in our eye, because a lot of Filipinos, unless somebody gets in their ear, they're not going to try to take anything from you. They're going to get what they're, you know, eligible to get. But yeah, you gotta, how you going to marry in America without the visa? Yeah. He said, booty nights, ain't no doubt we are here to party. Yeah. You know, somebody's going to get left out. There's not enough, you know, hoes left. That's the only thing that's going to be left. So that's it. Yeah, it was an insult to me. He made me so mad. I was this close to getting deported. And I said, now here, I balled up the 100 and threw it out the door. I said, here. Yeah, he scrambled and got it because we'd already agreed on the price. But when he get there, you owe me an extra 100. I was like, no. And I gave him the money. He balled it up and threw it outside. I was like, oh, okay. But see, here's the thing about Grab, guys, that y'all don't understand. They don't have to come and pick you up. If they see you got 122 peso fare, they won't come. And Grab is more expensive than the taxi. And you say, oh, well, it's safer. Well, who says it's safer? I figured it out, man. And now when we were in Cebu, they won't, okay, you can't even pay cash for Grab anymore. Ask Merlin. You can't pay cash. You got to top up. And I was like, when did they change this? But yeah, the laws changed. They can't charge cash anymore. You have to put a credit card on there, GCash, or something else. It kind of messed me up. Yeah, guys, I appreciate everything that y'all do, man. I don't take the support for granted. Okay? I'm going to give you everything I got. As long as my channel's relevant, I'm going to keep it going, guys. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. Look for my next video. I'll see y'all next time.